Good now, whenever and wherever this finds you. Today I want to make a video on China, but my stomach won't quit growling. But I've been watching a lot of videos. There's this guy, Cyrus Jansen, and he lived in China for 10 years. He was a golf pro, and he went over there to teach golf. And so he's now living in Canada. And anyway, he talks about the similarities and differences of China and the United States. Meanwhile, what we're seeing in the corporate news is push for war with China and using Taiwan as a pawn in that game. And of course, I've made a couple videos about Taiwan where I believe that we should be studying their democracy and instead of challenging China. Now, the latest video I'm watching is called Artificial Intelligence, China Overtakes the U.S., and it's with Richard Turin. He's been living in China for 20 years. I think they are called expats, where they're American citizens, but they live and work in China. In this video, he talks about there's two races going on for AI. One race is for the smartest AI, and the United States seems to win that race. The second race is about implementing AI, and China is clearly ahead in that race. They have now become a cashless society. They pay all their transactions with the phone. And of course, in a Western mindset, that's very dangerous because it's always individual against individual, whereas in the Eastern cultures, it's like, no, we're all in this together and we protect each other, and this is not going to happen. Speaking of a cashless society, for the last year or so, I've been following Copiosis, which is a system that would eliminate money, and we would move to a system of rewards for the good that you do for yourself, others, and the planet. And as I watch this thing with China unfold, I wonder how this system of Copiosis would fly in China. Would a culture that's focused on community rather than the individual be willing to make the shift from being rewarded for profit and production of things, goods, and services, to a system where all efforts that have a positive outcome are rewarded and tracked through the phone, and those rewards would replace the need for money. The thing about it is, if China decided to go the path of Copiosis, they could do it just like that. I mean, they do things by decree, and people fall in line because that's what they prefer to do. Here's a little video I made to explain how the difference in individuality and pack mentality and how we survive as a society when we work together. I know how I can explain it. When you're in a pack, and a dog taught me this, you take care of the pack because your survival depends on the pack. And you're the leader right now. And so my survival is part of the pack is related to how well you do.
Gotcha.
And so that's between caretaker and actually just selfishly wanting you to do well so I will do well.
Gotcha.
And in this little video, I felt the joy and love of giving myself to something bigger than myself and just enjoying that ride of being part of something bigger than me. Started with the China versus the US and ended up knowing that being part of something bigger than myself is the blessing of life. And all these other issues, they'll be decided. So be of good cheer, and as we used to say, keep the faith.